Hey guys, welcome back to XDA. Today we're going to talk power banks, the differences between different power banks and why is there so many power banks on the market. But the basics of what it is, I'm going to go through the different power banks that I've reviewed on XDA and even on my channel with you guys. I'm going to show you guys the main differences about what you get in the different gamut of what's around, what's available. Let's check it out. Okay, so the first one we're looking at is the Lapao U-Stone. This is the biggest of all the power banks that I have. It's actually really nice as far as the size, the design. It has a very nice aesthetic, so you could see that the design itself was done a lot of work on as far as what the unit itself. It actually also has the 2.1 amp as far as the high capacity charging. Included in here, it also has a charging cable that has the ability of charging the unit itself as well as charging the other device. Unfortunately, it's not long enough, but it does the job. The main benefit of having a unit like this is the ability to be able to charge almost anything you need right out the door. The main benefit of this, of course, is the capacity. Now, when we look at capacity and pricing, this is really where it kind of gets a little bit beneficial here. As far as the price itself, for 12,000 milliamps, even though it only has one port, it actually sells for $32.99 or $34.99 right now on Amazon. So it's really nice, really compact in the sense of what it gives you. Downside, it is big as far as size, it's bulky, it's heavy. Overall, very nice. Again, at $34.99 on Amazon, it's really a good steal. Okay, now we're looking at actually two different power banks, but they actually have both the same amount of power that they can hold within them. They both have two ports. There's two ports right here, and we'll turn this one. There's two ports right here. So there are different features within a different power bank, and you get what you pay for. So outside of the box, if you just look for capacity, they both do the exact same thing. Both have two ports, one 2.1 amp, one at 1 amp. Both have an indicator of showing you how much battery it has. You can see exactly visually what you have. Both have the ability to basically be charged via micro USB cable. Where they starting to look a little bit different is this has built-in solar panel to actually be able to juice up or give some power back into the actual unit, on top of the ability to be able to charge it using the standard micro USB cable. Now, that's not a feature that you normally see on many power banks in this day and age, but it is a nice feature. It does work unfortunately, it's not as fast as charging it via the cable itself, so you want to keep that in mind. Also, this one has the ability of using a flashlight that's built into it, so you're able to use the flashlight. You have the ability to use this as a flashlight. Of course, some debate if this is really a feature, since most of us now can actually use our devices as flashlights. But when you start looking at prices, this is where the thing starts changing. The Olala 10,000 milliamp power bank here is at $26.99 on Newegg.com, and when we look at the PowerAd Apollo 2, we're looking at roughly about $39.99 right now on Amazon. Weight, I would say they're about the same overall. It's just different shape. What we're looking at here is the Lapao Ad. This is the actual unit itself. It's combined of two pieces, so we'll go ahead and separate them for you guys. And you can see here there's a 4,500 milliamp hour, and then there's times 2. That's what makes it into 9,000 milliamps. The unit itself, out of the box, comes with the two units, but you can actually use one of them. This is a 4,500 milliamp power bank. It's very thin, stylish as far as the color. There's different colors that you can get. And if you do need more juice than just a standard out of the box, what you need here, you can combine them to get double the power, and then you just clip the power option here, and you just basically daisy chain two power banks together. Capacity is 9,000 milliamp. It gives you what you need. It gives you the ability to actually just have half of it or full. And as far as the actual versatility of what it does, it has one plug as far as charging, but it does give you really nice functionality. And again, $49.99 off of Amazon. The last one on the block is the smallest of all of them, and this is a 3,000 milliamp power bank. Now, the beauty of this and the reason why I chose this as far as part of the comparison is because there are some people that do prefer to have a very small power bank. Now, we're looking at literally a very, very, very small power bank here. It's very thin, it's very sleek. The indicator itself has a power indicator on the side here. It tells you exactly how much power it has. Currently, it's on empty. You have the ability of charging it via the micro USB in the back, and you have the USB cable in the front. This is only a 1 amp charger, so there is a downside, of course. You're not getting high capacity, high fast charging on these. The basics of what we looked at today was essentially a list, or at least, a range of power banks. There are bigger power banks, there are smaller power banks than the one that I showed you guys today. But the ones that I showed you guys were the ones that I currently have, either by them being sent to me for review, or by some that I've actually purchased as part of just needing them. The actual power banks themselves vary in price and shape and sizes, and different companies sell them differently. And as I showed you guys with the hands-on, different packages come in different ways, and some of them are better than others. And it depends really on what you need and what you want to do to actually get what you need. I'll explain that in the sense of the price is one factor, but also weight, capacity, charging speed are some things that you're concerned about, and also the way to recharge it. As you guys noticed with the power ad, the Apollo 2 here has a solar panel built into it. Also has a clip, which makes it a little bit more rugged for outdoors. When we look at the actual Olala 10,000 milliamp power bank, this is really basically like an entry-level power bank that gives you what you need. 2 ports, 2.1 amp and 1 amp, and at $26.99 it's really nice. A side note to that, I'm also doing a giveaway on the actual Olala power bank on my channel, so please check out the link in the description or check my channel out for the giveaway. The actual entries end on this Sunday, Pacific Standard Time in California. The main thing I want to make sure that you guys also realize is our need is different. We have different devices. I carry devices that generally have somewhere between 3,000 to 3,220 milliamp power bank for devices for phones. That's just on the phone side. So I can't really function too well with something that's as small as this. This is about $18 Radio Shack 3000 milliamp power bank. Now, this is great for a quick boost, so it will get me through the day if I need it. As far as charging many things, not necessarily, but again, it's very nice, it's very sleek, and it does exactly what it's intending. It gives you the ability to actually get through the day with what you need to get through it. So very nice, compact, and $18. But again, only 3000 milliamp hours. You jump over to the actual power ad, it gives you the ability to do flexibility and portability. So flexibility of having anywhere between a 4500 or a 9000 milliamp power bank. And if you do go with the 4500, you have a very nice, sleek power bank that you can put in the back pocket and walk away with it. Downside, again, 1 port, different things. It's functionality, really. This is where you start looking into functionality, not necessarily the actual pricing of the unit itself. It gives you a very nice design. It works. You can customize the colors. There's different designs that you can get. And currently it's available on Amazon. And as I mentioned, the hands-on, it's about $49. The other thing that actually we got to talk about was the Apollo unit. It's a 10,000 milliamp power bank. It has the ability to be recharged via solar power. So if you're an outdoors person, this is going to appeal to you more. So keep in mind there are different functionalities. They work very well. All of these power banks charge your units, and they've done very well as far as charging. There's different ratings as far as some of them that have 2 ports will have a 2.1 amp and a 1 amp. So keep that in mind. But the ability to charge it using the solar panel is a nice functionality, and the fact that it has a clip, you can clip it to the outside part of your backpack. So if you're outdoors, you're walking around, it will just charge it up and keep it topped off for you when you need it. When we get to the full capacity of 12,000 here, this is basically a great one for travel if you have a tablet and a device that you want to keep charged during that long day of travel. So this will get you full charge. For me personally, for my Galaxy Tab S and my Note 4, I'm able to go and charge myself at least from 0 to 100% and still have, the rest of the day to go with, especially when I travel and I go to different places. So keep in mind, there is no, one quick winner, but there's a lot of different options on the market that you can actually go with. And a lot of the manufacturers of the power banks are trying to appeal to what you need outside of just power, because they really all give you power. But how do you want it? Do you want it small? Do you want it big? Do you want it at a functionality of what you need as far as, do you want it solar power charged? Do you want it high charging capacity or fast charging capacities? Again, a lot of things, very nice. As usual, like and subscribe to this channel, like and subscribe to my channel. I wanted to give you guys a comparison of some of the options, especially when you get into the holiday season with travel and what is available out there as far as power bank. As far as pricing, there's a gamut. There's as cheap as $18 and as expensive as $50, and they all do a great job. Thank you.